Hey everyone. Um, I haven't been on in a while to just do a video on my own, but I just wanted to use my YouTube channel as a bit of a platform to talk about um, symptoms of fibromyalgia a bit. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome back in 2011, and I'm having a really bad morning this morning, and I just thought I'd come on and chat about it a little bit, and just to come on here maybe as a help for other people dealing with fibro, or caregivers of people with fibro, and how they can help a little bit. I wanted to start using my channel a little bit more as a platform for others. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and the area that I live in, we don't actually have much in the way of support groups or anything for people dealing with fibro. But just to give an example of how my morning's going so far, um, I had a root canal done on a molar back here probably about 10 years ago. And since I had that root canal done, I've had what I call ghost pains that have come back in that tooth over the years, where I've had flare-ups up in my gums in that area, and I've actually had abscesses, reoccurring abscesses that have appeared, and then they pop and they come back and they pop. And I know that can be dangerous, but just a few weeks ago I went to my doctor and they recommended that I get a booster shot. So they gave me a booster shot in my left arm, and I was like, yeah, okay with it. It didn't hurt at the time, but later that evening I had pain, excruciating pain in my left arm, which actually traveled up the side of my neck, and it was all up in my face and in my head. Um, and that toothache came back again. And when I woke up in the morning, the abscess was back. My dentist office got me in, and they actually recommended to pull the tooth. So I went in uh, 2 days ago and I got this tooth pulled. Now, a normal person getting a tooth pulled, they would get it pulled, maybe have, a day and a half with some irritating pain, take some pain medication for it, and they'd be off doing their normal functions. Well, somebody with fibromyalgia, their pain receptors work in a completely different way than a normal person, where we feel pain in pain receptors go off in our brain that something's wrong, and it affects our entire body. So now my body's in a complete flare, because I've had some minor surgery or some procedure done. And this morning has just been, like, I'm talking 2 days later, and I can't even really get up. So I'm on the couch right now. I made myself a, sorry, I'm covering the camera. I made myself a tea already this morning. I was sitting here drinking it, like, and the next thing I knew, I passed out, and I had passed out, and I don't know if you can see it, but I woke myself up because I felt it, and I was pouring it down my sweater because I was like mid drinking my tea and passed out while drinking my tea. These are things that happen with people with fibro. They just sort of, almost like a narcoleptic, they can fall asleep right in the middle of doing little things like that. I have taken my meds this morning, and I'm just, see, here we go, cognitive functions. You're forgetting your words, and finding it difficult to find the next thing you're trying to say. But yeah, it's just having just um, just silly things like that, that you know, just things that you're trying to do. You'll be in the middle of something, and yeah, like you fall asleep, and the next thing you know, your tea that you were intending to drink is going down your shirt and down your body. So, just one of those things, I guess. But anyways, if you know, I've had many years of experience with this, and if there's anybody or any groups of people that are out there and have any questions, I'm happy to help. I do have lots of answers. I've put a lot of research into fibro, many years of it, and you know, it affects us in so many ways. Everybody with fibro is different. We have a lot of the same symptoms, like we have a lot of comparable symptoms. A lot of our symptoms are very different as well. Um, and on my page, I think I'd like to start using my platform as something where we can come together and discuss it and maybe form a bit of a support group where we can help each other and talk about it, and maybe even some of our carers can join the group and ask questions, because you know we can't leave them out either, because they deserve to have a platform as well where they can come in and ask questions to see how they can help us more, and we can give them answers on um, what they can do, or in order to give us the best care, and you know, and in return how we can help them um, feel better, because we all know the guilt that we carry around, that we carry so much guilt around for those people who care about us constantly and try to make our lives better while we're feeling down most days. We have our good days, and we try to use those to make the best of it with the people we love, and then when we push it, we could be on the couch for a week after that. So we just we just wish we could live a normal life like the rest of you. We just wish we could enjoy things the same as the rest of you, and you know, just get out of bed the same way most people do, get dressed, get ready, and get out and enjoy the day like most people do. Wouldn't that be nice, warriors? But unfortunately, we can't all be that way. As lovely as that would be, we just can't. We try, but we can't. Sometimes we try, and a lot of us can get out and do things. And we do have our days where we can get out and do stuff, and it's fabulous. But a lot of us end up paying for it later. So, um, you know, it's the way it is. So, anyways, I wanted to start this as well because I've decided over the last 3 years since I've moved to my area, I've literally had, I've neglected like all treatments for fibro. I've moved to a brand new area, and where I was living before, I was being treated properly for my fibro. But since I've moved about 3 years ago, I'm literally not treating my fibro. I'm taking my usual medications, but I'm not getting regular treatments with a doctor. So I just started seeing a new doctor about 2 weeks ago, who seems to be really good in understanding, and he's now just starting to send me for lots of blood tests, blood work, and we're just getting started on the right track with a bunch of different tests and stuff like that. So things are looking up, and it looks like I'm kind of starting fresh and starting over, and he's looking for all sorts of issues. So, you know, for all those stomach problems we get and things like that, this guy's on top of things. So, he's going to be sending me for scopes and this and that. So this will be a page where I'll be keeping people posted on tests I'm going for, test results I just got back. Like, I had 3 doctors that suspected that possibly I have lupus because I have these um, weird white spots all over my body. I've had these treated for years and years and years and years, and I've tried those topical medications, I've tried steroid creams, I've tried medications, and nothing seems to help. So I had 3 different doctors say it could be discoid lupus on top of my fibro. Um, went for the lupus blood testing last week. Everything came back normal, as we usually hear with fibro. It's normal. Your tests come back and they're normal. So I wasn't overly surprised by that, but that's what it was. But I had another test that I can discuss later in another video that came back abnormal twice. So we're looking further into that with a specialist. Sending me for the endoscopy and the colonoscopy. I'm going to be doing that because I've had that done in the past, but that was about 10 years ago, like I said, where I was living before, and they had found a polyps and done a biopsy. Well, I'm having issues again there, lots of stomach issues, more IBS, which a lot of us have with fibro, and there's things happening there. So he's getting on it and sending me out for that, so I'll be able to share those results when that happens. And I look forward to hearing if this video gets any views, if you know, what kind of tests you're going for right now, what your results are coming back as. We can discuss things like that and the kind of help you're receiving. So he's sending me, oh, like I said, with the lupus test coming back negative, he's actually getting me in with a dermatologist. I was told by another doctor it would take over a year in my area to get in. I'm actually going in 2 weeks, so he got me in pretty quick. So that works for me, so that's great. So, you know, it's about finally taking steps and moving forward with your treatments. So I thought I've been thinking about it for a while, making my YouTube platform to talk about fibro and what we do as warriors to deal with our different issues and our symptoms, and how we cope. So let's do it, ladies, and I'm looking forward, and gentlemen, there's men that have it too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to leave anybody out, but let's discuss. I'm looking forward to hearing back with any comments. If you feel comfortable commenting, this is a safe place, and I'm not inviting negative comments from people. Any trolling comments, I don't welcome on this page. I just want nice supportive comments from people that other people can find useful and helpful. So anyway, this is my first live, and I'm not really quite sure how to end a Facebook, or see, I'm used to doing Facebook lives, so I'm not sure how to end a YouTube live, so we'll see how this works. But anyway, thanks for listening to me. I appreciate if you came to watch this video for some information. I will be back doing more, and again, my name is Jackie, and I look forward to hearing back from all of you. So have a blessed day, and hope to hear from you soon. I'm going to try to figure out how to end this now. Nope, wasn't that button. Was it? What's this one do? Nope, not that one. Okay, I'll try the X.